There are links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. Tip number 1. If you are new to the game or don't know how to control recoil that well, or you want to take your recoil control a step further, what I suggest you do is use high recoil weapons on operators like Buck, Twitch, and Ella. So that way, when you go from Twitch's F2 to Sledge's L85, Sledge's L85 will feel like it has close to no recoil just because you've mastered the Twitch F2 recoil. This method will help you out a lot more than you think, just because you're going from such a high recoil weapon to such a low recoil weapon. It will make the gun feel like an absolute laser beam. Tip number 2. If you have jumpy recoil control, and what I mean by this is when you start shooting a mag, you adjust and pull down, and then the recoil takes control again, and then it goes up, and then you would readjust and you pull back down. Basically, it looks like your crosshair is jumping back and forth, up and down. That's what I mean by jumpy recoil control. So to help you with jumpy recoil control, what I suggest you do is pick Zofia in a T-Hunt or a custom game and pick her LMG. The reasoning why you're picking Zofia in specific and her LMG is because it has the highest magazine capacity out of any gun in Rainbow Six Siege. So what this allows you to do, you can go to a wall, either in custom game or T-Hunt as I said, and you can spray the entire magazine at a wall, so that way it's not necessarily trying to control the recoil on the LMG as best as you can, but you're trying to slowly and consistently pull down on your mouse pads, so that way you counteract your jumpy recoil. Tip number 3, find an operator you want to main and practice with their weapons. So let's say you want to main Thatcher. He has the AR-33 and the L85, two really good guns. So let's say you want to practice with the AR-33. Every single time you play Thatcher in T-Hunt, spray a good 2 to 4 mags at the walls, so that way you can learn the recoil patterns. When I decided I wanted to get better at Buck and his recoil control, this is exactly what I did, and I have really good recoil control on Buck. I promise you this tip will help if you want to main an operator and control the recoil the best that you can. Tip number 4. Make it challenging once you feel comfortable at a certain distance. So let me give you an example. If you completely suck at recoil control, you can go at 10 meters as a starting distance, and then once you feel comfortable at 10 meters with the gun and the recoil, go to 15 meters. Once you're good at 15 meters, you go to 20 meters, and so on until you feel like you have completely mastered the recoil on that specific weapon. Don't make it easy for yourself, because you're not always going to be able to take a gunfight at 10 meters that you've practiced at every single day. So you always want to break that comfortability that you have at 10 meters and push yourself to a further distance that you thought you couldn't be at. Tip number 5. In order to control recoil better in a high stress situation, what I suggest you do is pick 2 targets, or what I did was I just shot the wall twice in 2 different areas and I would flick back and forth. So what I'm saying is, spray 1/2 of a mag, so 15 bullets at one target, and then switch to the other half and the half of the magazine at the other target. So from target A, you're spraying 15 rounds and you're controlling the recoil, and at target B, you're spraying the other 15 rounds in the mag and controlling the recoil. So that way when you engage someone in a gunfight in Rainbow Six Siege, and you need to engage another person right after and the recoil hasn't reset yet, you're allowed and you have the comfortability and muscle memory in order for you to take both of those gunfights almost simultaneously. Those are all the tips that I have for you guys today. I hope this helped you out in some way. We are getting closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers, so I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm completely mind blown and I appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, or it might help you out in some way, or you learned something new, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell notification button so that way you can keep up to date with all my latest content and videos. As I said before, there are links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. I have close to 20 different tip videos, so if you are struggling with something else in Rainbow Six Siege, there are high chances that I've already made a tip video on it. I stream on Twitch almost every single day. Follow me on Twitter so that way you can keep up to date with all my latest content and what I'm doing in my life. I hope this helped you out in some way, and I will see you guys in the next video.